Ever wondered about the origin of Shawn Michaels' Sweet Chin music or the meaning behind RKO? Explore with me the significance and story behind popular pro wrestling finisher names. Number 10. RKO, DDT and others acronyms. The RKO is the famous finisher used by professional wrestler Randy Orton, which stands for his full name, Randy Keith Orton. While some fans speculated it meant Randy Knockout, its original significance lies in his initials. In wrestling, the DDT is a frequently used maneuver. While some attribute its initials to Drop Dead Technique or Dynamite Death Drop and many other names, according to Jake the Snake Roberts, its inspiration came from a notorious pesticide from the 1950s used to eradicate rats, which was abbreviated as DDT. Other well-known acronyms in professional wrestling include Austin Theory's ATL, which stands for Austin Theory Launch, the Dudley Boys' tag team finishing move known as the 3D, stands for Dudley Death Drop, and the Usos' 1D, which stands for One and Done. Number 9. Sharpshooter and Gore. The Sharpshooter and the Gore are the signature moves of Bret Hart and Rhino, respectively named to reflect their distinctive personas. Back in the day, Bret Hart was nicknamed the Hitman. His finisher was called the Sharpshooter because of it. In his book, Hart mentions considering various Hitman-themed names before settling on the Sharpshooter. As for Rhino, his version of the spear is called Gore because when a rhino tramples a person and attacks with their horn, the rhino is said to have gored the person. Number 8. Claymore and Brogue Kick. The Claymore and the Brogue Kick are the current finishing moves of Drew McIntyre and Sheamus in WWE, respectively, both drawing inspiration from their Scottish and Irish heritage. The term Claymore originates from a Gaelic word, which translates to great sword. Historically, the Claymore refers to a two-handed cutting sword utilized in the Highlands of Scotland and by Scottish mercenaries in Ireland. On the other hand, the Brogue Kick takes its name from the traditional Irish footwear known as the brogue. Brogues are characterized by sturdy leather uppers with decorative perforations and serrations along the visible edges, typically featuring a low heel. Number 7. Coup de grace and Callas. The coup de grace and the Callas are the current finishing moves of Finn Balor's and Jinder Mahal. Finn Balor's finishing move, the coup de grace, is a French loanword that translates to blow of mercy or strike of mercy in English. Jinder Mahal's finishing move, the Callas, is a Hindi word that translates to finish or end in English. The inspiration for the name of the finisher come from a Hindi movie, in which a song is called Callas according to Jinder Mahal. Number 6. The 619 and the F5. The 619 is a move performed by wrestler Rey Mysterio in professional wrestling. The name 619 refers to the area code of San Diego, California, where Mysterio is from. The F5 is a finishing move used by wrestler Brock Lesnar in WWE. The name F5 is derived from the strongest category of tornadoes on the Fujita scale, suggesting the devastating impact of the move. In WWE wrestling games, it was sometimes referred as the Cyclone. Number 5. South of Heaven Choke Slam. The South of Heaven Choke Slam is the finishing move used by wrestler Damian Priest in professional wrestling. The name South of Heaven is a reference to the song South of Heaven by the heavy metal band Slayer, known for its dark and intense themes, which fits Priest's persona. Number 4. Kenny Omega finishers. Kenny Omega's love for video games heavily influences his wrestling persona, moveset, and even his finishing moves. His primary finishing move, the One-Winged Angel, is a direct reference to the final boss theme in the video game Final Fantasy VII. He calls his signature running knee strike the V-trigger, a reference to a play mechanic that was introduced in Street Fighter V. The Kreutz Wrath is named after a video compilation showing a Halo player screaming at players over Xbox Live. Number 3. The Helluva Kick. The Helluva Kick is the finishing move used by Sami Zayn in WWE. The term Helluva is derived from Helluva and is often used informally to emphasize something as extraordinary or impressive. It appears that the origin of Sami Zayn's Helluva Kick comes from a childhood misunderstanding of the term Helluva as seen in a WCW magazine. Sami believed it was a specific type of kick based on how it was written in the magazine, and this misconception stuck with him. Zayn recounted this story during a conversation with Excalibur, a fellow wrestler and now commentator for AEW, which led to them adopting the name Helluva Kick for the running Yakuza kick that he used in his matches at the time. Number 2. The Sweet Chin Music. Sweet Chin Music is another name of the WWE move Superkick, which is used by WWE Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels. According to Shawn Michaels in an interview, the term Sweet Chin Music was inspired by a comment he made, likening it to a Roger Clemens fastball in baseball. He recalled how in baseball, commentators might say something like, "A little sweet chin music from Roger Clemens" to back him off the plate, using sweet chin music as a metaphor for a powerful, intimidating pitch. Michaels mentioned this idea to Vince Russo, a wrestling creative figure, who saw potential in it as a unique name for Michaels' superkick finishing move. Number 1. Kinshasa. The Kinshasa is the finishing move of wrestler Shinsuke Nakamura. The move known as the Kinshasa in WWE, previously familiar to New Japan Pro Wrestling fans as the Bomaye, holds deeper significance beyond its name change. The term Bomaye was originally associated with Muhammad Ali's iconic boxing matches, particularly his legendary Rumble in the Jungle fight with George Foreman in 1974. During this match, crowds chanted Ali Bomaye in support of Ali. However, due to the potentially violent connotations of the word Bomaye, which translates to kill him in Lingala, WWE opted to rename the move to Kinshasa. Kinshasa is a reference to the capital city of the Democratic Republic of Congo, where the Rumble in the Jungle took place. I hope you enjoyed the video. Help my channel to grow, leave a like and a comment. Use the middle button to subscribe, or watch more of my videos here.